Hey everyone! As you guys know, I'm here in beautiful Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. I'm working with Asia Injury Prevention Foundation. AIP Foundation's mission is to provide life-saving knowledge and skills to low and middle income countries with the goal of preventing road crash, fatalities, and injuries. AIP has 5 major programs: targeted education, access to helmets, communications for change, global and legislative advocacy, and research and monitoring and evaluating. Targeted education includes pedestrian safety, like our Walk This Way program, correct helmet use for both adults and children, and safe driving programs for people who own or operate motorcycles. Access to helmets is exactly what you would think it is. We do helmet distributions for at-risk populations, and we also partner with a helmet factory called ProTech. They produce high-quality, low-cost helmets, and they distribute them all over Vietnam. Communications for change include public awareness campaigns and behavior change campaigns. Global and legislative advocacy is also exactly what you would think it is. We work with governments all over Southeast Asia to develop and enforce traffic standards and laws. And for the best part, our research and monitoring and evaluating program. This program provides evidence for other programs, for policy change, and for best practices. All programs here at AIP are monitored and evaluated through conducting research, data analysis, reporting, and publishing. The purpose of these analyses are to assist in future programs while also sharing our wealth of knowledge with other road safety stakeholders. Tools for these evaluations include questionnaires, interviews, and helmet observations. AIP will set up a camera and take pictures of different motorcycle drivers to record whether or not they are complying with helmet standard laws. The main key point that we find through all of this data analysis is whether or not people are actually learning anything from our interventions. And most of the time, the answer is yes. Hey again, everybody. So the program I'm going to be evaluating is called NCHAP, the National Child Helmet Awareness Program. That's it. So I'm really new to this program, so I'm going to be doing a little bit of reading. I'm just getting familiar with all the research and everything. So an overview and a history. Road crashes are one of the leading causes of death and injury, fatal injury or regular, So the program I'm going to be evaluating is called NCHAP, or the National Child Helmet Awareness Program. AIP works with the national government on doing public awareness campaigns and child education and making roads safer around schools for the benefit of children and road safety. So the rationale and purpose behind this program, in 2007, AIP had a big hand in passing what they thought was pretty comprehensive legislation for helmet wearing for everyone. But turns out there's a couple loopholes and children were left out. So in 2010, there was another program passed and in tandem with NCHAP. So because head injuries and motor vehicle fatalities are the leading cause of death for children in Vietnam, the government and AIP kind of partnered together to decide to do something about it. NCHAP is an integrated campaign in Ho Chi Minh City, Da Nang, and Hanoi, and the purpose is to increase rates of helmet wearing among children through wide-scale public awareness campaigns, enhanced police enforcement, and partnership and capacity building. The major goal of NCHAP was to increase rates of children wearing helmets from around 18 to 19% in these 3 major cities up to 50%. The biggest intervention involved in NCHAP is a public awareness campaign. This includes distribution of helmets and materials to primary schools, interactive information sessions, letters to parents, audio broadcasts around schools and through the national radio service, and also big billboards and painted signs everywhere. Another intervention was a crackdown on police enforcement for children not wearing helmets. AIP partnered with the Vietnamese government to help train police officers and allocate more funding for these police officers to do a better job enforcing child helmet laws. And finally, the last intervention was massive capacity building. AIP has partnered with other local NGOs, the Vietnamese government, private sponsors for funding, and the World Health Organization to make sure that this NCHAP is fully integrated into Vietnamese culture. Thanks. All right, guys, thanks for listening. Bye.